Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go! Oh, so only you can start the hay.
Hey,
if I start the hay, it doesn't happen. You have to start the hay.
I mean, you could start the haze. I don't care. It makes no difference to me.
You're bossy about the haze. That's what you
makes
are.
No
You're
difference to me.
Hay boss.
Makes no difference to me.
You're a hay boss.
All right. This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to one of the records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and the artwork and everything in between. My name is Tyler. Way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button, dude. That's what the kids say. And that's all I have for the boring intro. So let's just hop into this. Let's get into we're doing Wolfmother, and we're doing their self-titled debut record. Came out in 2005, 2006, depending where you are in the world. And so let's get into our origin story of the band. Let's get into our first impressions of this record, and then start getting into our banger stinkers and all that good shit. So what do you got? Origin story, Wolfmother, go.
I don't know. This record, right? Woman hit, and I think like everybody that we knew fucking loved it. It was fun. It was exciting.
Yeah.
It sounded like old rock and roll, but it was kind of like our generation's old rock and roll, right? It was something fucking cool, and like the Darkness had already kind of won over our hearts because they were charismatic, even though that main dude is ugly as fuck. But we loved the Darkness, and they were badass, and this just was like a next natural progression, I guess, for us. And then on the coattails of like the White Stripes and the whole battle, and I don't know, it was cool. But yeah, Woman fucking like day one, I was like, damn, this song fucking rips. Dude, this song was so goddamn good.
Yes,
to this day,
definitely.
I think that
it's the best song on the record. Spoilers, just saying.
It's true.
I don't make the rules. So my origin story, my origin story is either my cousin or Tower Records, and this time around it was Tower Records.
Tower Records.
When I started working there, probably like a couple weeks into me working there was this dude I used to work with, and he actually worked at Virgin Records with you for a little while. That guy Joe Campanelli or Campa something
or other.
Remember that guy? He was a little bit shorter than us, dark hair. You don't remember that guy, Joe? You don't remember him? I know he went to Virgin Records after Tower Records closed, but a couple weeks after I started working there, he was telling everybody who worked there and telling like customers, saying like, dude, this band Wolfmother, they're so fucking good, blah blah blah. And the record had only been out in Australia at that point. It hadn't released in the US yet. And he was just talking about them constantly. And he's like, dude, I just saw them at this warehouse in LA. This band is fucking amazing. They're so fucking good. Wolfmother's fucking great. And then a couple of weeks after he was telling everybody about it, then people started coming in and they're like, oh, do you have the new Wolfmother CD or whatever? And we're like, no, it doesn't come out for like another couple of weeks or whatever. And so that was my origin story, was this guy, Joe, that I used to work with at Tower. And he used to see them at this like fucking little warehouse parties and shit in LA, back before it was released here in the States. And then when the album came out, fuck man, so many people were buying the CD at Tower Records. It was just one of those just never ending. Like every other person was buying Wolfmother, every other person was buying Gnarls Barkley, or they were buying Justin Timberlake, or fucking She Wants Revenge. Wolfmother was just one of those bands where everybody was fucking buying the CD. So it was really it was neat. It was really cool. So that's my origin story, my kind of nostalgia with it too.
But it makes sense. Wolfmother scratches like a lot of the different itches from a lot of different genres and different eras of people. The old boomers probably love Wolfmother because it brings me back, and our generation at the time liked it because it's like, oh, this sounds like something my dad would listen to, but it speaks to me, man. So it's good. It's cool. Like I said, I think this album came out at the right time. A little bit. This was like early 2000s. It probably would have got lost in the whole like White Stripes alt rock scene, and for sure that. And if it came out, 5 years later, it for sure not would have been as big, or it would have got lost. So I think it was a good time for it.
Yeah, definitely right place, right time. I mean, they are. I mean, I don't want to say it because I don't like this band, but Greta Van Fleet, they are like kind of the Greta Van Fleet of this era. They weren't doing anything that different than Zeppelin and Sabbath were doing, 30 years prior. And which is fine, it's totally fine. But Wolfmother, they're certainly better than Greta Van Fleet. I'll just say that. This first record is certainly better than anything Greta Van Fleet's put out. But it's still kind of the same thing where they didn't quite have their own identity. It was always like, they do sound like Zeppelin or Sabbath, or maybe Queens of the Stone Age or White Stripes. It's just like they were always a band that you compared to other bands, but never really stood on their own merit. Not to say that they're bad or it's bad, because it's not. It's just that's just how some albums are, some musicians' bands are. So I don't know. That's I guess that's kind of my first impression of the record too.
Yeah.
It's not breaking boundaries. It's not, super anything to write home about, but it's fucking solid. This is a good record.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just solid. It's tight. It's a little long. There's a couple songs on here
It's actually way too long.
that are definitely, but like good filler. Like I'm not gonna skip them, but I wish they weren't on there. This was like I think if this is a smooth 10 songs, I think this would be damn near a perfect record. But as far as comparing him to like Greta Van Fleet, much like I said in the rankings, whereas like the Darkness wore their influences on their sleeves but had their own kind of identity. I do think the Wolfmother in this record does have its own identity. They do sound different than what they are referencing, right? There's an overall like aesthetic that they are going with, but it's also kind of cool. They're bringing like stoner rock and doom into the 2005 echelon where that stuff was not popular at all. And they're doing it in a way that's not saying like, hey, remember that one Sabbath record that sounds like this? It was more like, this is what we want to sound like. So I don't know. I think there's a little bit of Andrew Scrockton's in there. Stockdale in there.
Andrew
Rockdale Light. Stockdale in there. That's not just him ripping off somebody else. So I don't want to just say that they're always ripping. Like, who the fuck cares? Because I mean, like Jack White, right? What has he done? All he does is just rip off blues licks over and over and over and reinvents them in different ways.
That's why, like, the new Jack White record that came out a couple weeks ago, it's like, it's good. It's a good record, but God, it's just like, how many times are you going to do this? Like, over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm bored with it. Like, do something different like you did on the record, the Fear of the Dawn or whatever. That was a fucking weird, quirky record. Like, do some shit like that. Do something like Icky Thump. That was a weird thing too. But he just puts out so many blues, hard rock records. Once again, it's good.
And they're good, yeah. They're enjoyable. But come on.
I'm not going to go out of my way to go buy a record of his or most of them. And it's the same with Wolfmother. It's the exact same thing with Wolfmother. And
this first record, Wolfmother's Wolfmother, I think what a lot of bands lose when they try to, like Greta Van Fleet, for instance, I don't think Greta Van Fleet's explosive. And again, I haven't listened to every single one of their records, but I've listened to a solid 20 songs by them. And I feel that's a good. Yeah. I can judge the band based off fucking like 20 songs. Get the fuck.
I wonder how many records they have.
If they have more than 2, that's way too fucking many.
I think they have 3.
But Wolfmother is explosive. This band explodes. They know how to dim it down, turn the lights down, and then come back and just explode in that final chorus, that third verse, whatever it is. These guys rip, dude. They rock so hard. And that's something you get from like Zeppelin, dude. You get from like Black Dog or some shit, right? Zeppelin could explode like that. Sabbath can explode like that. And so can Wolfmother.
Yeah.
Well, they could.
But they really don't most of the time.
But this was
their songs are pretty straightforward. Like their songs don't really vary too much. Every once in a while you'll get some like really cool bridges in their songs. But overall, it's like you're kind of, what you're getting into with each song when it starts and all that.
Sure.
But Greta Van Fleet, 3 records, and they're coming out with a new one this year.
Good.
If it hasn't already come out this year.
Perfect.
It just says 2026. So there you go.
Greta Van Fleet is like, I've noticed just working in a record store for various over the course of the years, owning a record store. The majority of people that come into my shop to buy Deftones, and take it or leave it, maybe it's an Arizona thing, are girls. And the vast majority of people that want to buy Greta Van Fleet are girls. So I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Take that for what it's worth. I don't know. But I find that interesting.
That is. Maybe because like Greta Van Fleet like kind of oozes that Robert Plant kind of feel, that sexiness, that coolness,
without having to listen to Led Zeppelin.
without having to listen to Led Zeppelin. Yeah, exactly. This is something for me. This is my generation. I'll listen to Greta Van Fleet. Because I mean, that's really a reason why a lot of people loved Led Zeppelin back in the 70s was that Robert Plant oozed that sexuality. You could see his fucking wiener through his pants all the time.
Squeeze his lemon.
Like, yeah, exactly.
That's why the girls go crazy for Benson Boone.
Who's Benson Boone? Wait, have we talked about this? I feel like we have.
Well, a friend of the pod, Skip's significant other, likes Benson Boone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I hate that dude's music, but fuck, man, you watch this guy live, it's just like, wow, I am entertained. He's doing like flips and shit. Like he's an entertaining dude to watch for sure.
Some David Lee Roth kind of shit. Like
yeah, absolutely. He's in his like fucking mid to late 20s, just fit as a fiddle, and just like dude is just all over the place. Entertaining for sure.
I like it.
Shit
like
music
it.
though. Sorry.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, Wolfmother's Wolfmother. So we did the origin story. We did first impressions. Let's get into some bangers. Do we have any stinkers on this record?
No stinkers. Nothing even close to a stinker.
Yeah, I agree. It's like almost all of their records and all of their songs. There's nothing really bad that they've ever put out. It's just this is good or this is fucking great. It's just kind of right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
So yeah, let's get into our number one banger, which we already said, which is Woman.
Obviously it's Woman.
Yeah, the first song I ever heard, the first song you ever heard from the band. And what do you got? What do you got on this one?
So I think it's crazy that it didn't get a video. They have two videos for this, Joker and the Thief, and then I forgot what the other one was. It was a stupid video anyway.
It's White Unicorn, or White Unicorn?
Yeah,
right?
What's it, White Unicorn?
I think it's I think it's White Unicorn.
It was Dimension.
Oh,
Dimension
the
got a
first song,
video. Yeah. So
that was the first single, actually. Dimension was the first single, so that's probably why I got it.
But people claim that Joker and the Thief was more popular or like more recognizable. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Woman is like leaps and bounds more recognizable as their flagship song than Joker and the Thief. Even though I do think Joker and the Thief is a good song, but like get fucked, dude. Woman, that perfect mix of like Paranoid by Sabbath, and it just if like Led Zeppelin wrote it, like that's what Woman is. And it's amazing, fucking amazing. Yeah. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah, it's a catchy riff, man. It's a really catchy riff, and it's relentless. The whole song, you're just getting bashed in the head with this beat and this riff, and it's meaty sounding too. Like that bass, the bass cuts through, and it's fucking loud in the mix.
Yeah,
and there's some cool cowbell in it as well. Kind of like when it does get a little bit quieter, and then also when Stockdale, when he just kind of like when he kind of lets the guitar ring out and he just kind of like wails that last part going into like the choruses or the verses, or no, going into the choruses from the verse. It's just there's so many cool parts here, and then that bridge hits and you're like, and it's just he's just playing the same riff over and over, the same notes, same riff over and over again. It's actually very Metallica, like very like Kill 'Em All sounding. Like there's a lot of songs on Kill 'Em All that kind of have do that same thing where they just play like the same riff over and over and over again.
And everyone's just note matching.
Yeah, just everyone is like Jump in the Fire. Actually, this bridge reminds me of Jump in the Fire from Metallica. It kind of has that same kind of feel. The single notes, no chords, just the kind of single notes up on the low strings.
Man, that whole just like musical bridge part of this song is just so fucking unreal. One of the coolest parts of the entire record. And then you get the drummer too, right? So like everyone's like diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo, diddle-a-doo. Yeah. And the whole time the drummer's like tick-a-doo, note matching just like on the snare there, but still keeping that beat, driving it forward. And then we get a little bit of the keys, right? The doon, the big organ sound, the big synth sound in the back. Dude, it's just so fucking huge. That's what I'm saying. Like these guys can make big stop and go sounding songs. And that's what this does. It builds and builds and builds and builds, and then goes back to the Woman part, the one we all know and love. And it's like, wow, what a ride, dude! What a ride!
Yeah,
what a song.
Up until a couple of days ago, I swore there was a video for this one as well. Just kind of going back to what you said earlier, I swore there was a video for this one, but then I got confused and I was thinking of the Get Free video for the Vines. The Vines were kind of also a little bit kind of sounded like Wolfmother, like a little bit dirtier and grosser sounding than Wolfmother, but they kind of had that same kind of feel and tone on that first Vines.
Well, it's funny because like I've not listened to the Vines in a long time, and I think "Ride with Me" was their big hit, but I didn't know they were from Australia. I don't remember "Get Free." I just remember "Ride with Me, Ride." I remember that song, but I don't remember "Get Free."
That was a popular song too. Yeah,
but they're from Australia too. I never knew they're from Australia.
Yeah.
Before everybody gets crazy, I don't care they're from Australia. I don't care enough about the Vines to look into them. Even though the drummer for the Vines did play drums for Wolfmother too at some point, which is funny.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I didn't even realize Wolfmother were Australian.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that till this week. So, not a lot comes out of Australia, but I mean, it's not like it's a big country, but not a lot of people live there.
Dude, this record sold so fucking well. Like it sold so well. Just sold so many copies, hit like the top 10, like almost all the top, like 10 out of the 13 songs were in like the top 10 in Australia, whatever their Billboard is. But yeah, it fucking sold so goddamn well.
It went 5 times platinum in Australia, which is 350,000 records. Now you may think that's not a lot, but the population in Australia is very,
like 1 million?
It's not very big. Yeah, it's not very big, man, compared to the U.S. or really most places. It's just a lot of land, but not a lot of people live there. So
28 million people in Australia.
Okay, that's the size of L.A.
Yeah.
Right? Like L.A. County here in California. I think that's about the population of Australia right there. That's crazy, dude.
Well,
That's fucking crazy.
I think Southern California would be a more accurate description there, but.
Is it though?
Maybe like the greater metro area of LA has like 20 million. I can't imagine that's more than 20 million people, but like LA, the city itself got like 5 million or less for sure.
Well, yeah, no, I was talking about like LA County.
Yeah, I would say probably like 20 mil in LA County. For shits and gigs, it's like 28. It's like Australia.
That's wild.
Australia. Nar.
Nar.
Fucking Australians.
Now I want to know the population in LA. Oh, it's not that much. It's still a lot, but 9 million, almost 10 million.
In the greater LA metro area?
Yeah.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot, but I really thought it was higher than that. But anyway, 0-2. Talking about geography. Who gives a fuck about geography?
It's true.
But yeah, woman. Lyrically for this one, dude, all he's talking about is just like women that he just has fallen in love with, and he just wants to spend his life with women. Like that's just all this is, or like getting turned down by women, and that's this entire record. It's just kind of boring. I think his lyrics are really kind of cheesy, to be honest.
They were definitely not what I expected. I expected more ethereal, like on a different plane of, I don't know, just maybe incorporate, because the cover art's fucking super dope, and the guy that did it, like
we have to get into that. We do have to get into that. It's
fucking amazing. I was like, damn, and like they're like harkening back to like old 70s rock and roll. I was like, oh, dude, he's gonna get into some deep shit. But damn near every song is just about a woman.
Yeah,
in some capacity.
I don't feel like his rhyming is very good. I think it's very amateur. I don't think his lyrics are good. I really don't.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
Not at all. It's just, I don't know. I think the record is good. It's a cool record. It's fun to listen to. I think it's exciting. But you start picking it apart, and it's like nothing really here is that great on its own.
Yeah, it's true. And going back to actually what you said at the beginning of the episode, this record is too long. It's 54 minutes long. You can cut it down to like 37, 38 minutes, and you'd have a even better record. Honestly, it's just, it drags. And it's a top heavy record too. So like the first like 6 songs, solid fucking shit. And then after that, it's like, okay, I already heard this earlier in the record. I already heard this song. There's only one true like standout song in the latter half of the record. But yeah, but it makes sense because it's like like 4 of the songs on this record were on their first EP, the Wolfmother EP.
Yeah.
So like Woman, White Unicorn, Apple Tree, and I forgot what the 4th one was.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, but those 4 were on that EP, and then they just re-recorded it for this record, and it's like, you guys kind of peaked on your EP.
You peaked in your EP.
And you put out the
Which is a
full
killer EP. That's an amazing fucking
Yeah.
4-song run.
Yeah. But yeah, you were gonna say something.
I think Mind's Eye, Pyramid, and Witchcraft. I had those 3 songs. I was like, okay, this is Mind's Eye is the better of those 3 songs in my opinion. But I think all 3 of those songs could have been cut, and you wouldn't lose anything from this track listing, this sequencing.
Yeah, I mean, I have 5. I mean, okay, so I have 7 or I have 8 bangers. Mind's Eye was my least favorite song on the record.
Okay.
And then Witchcraft and Pyramid were also not bangers. Still good songs, but just not bangers. The other ones that weren't bangers were Tales and Love Train.
So Love Train, I agree. This is the only track that's different. So the Australian release and the international release have different track sequencing, and the international release has 1 extra track, and that's Love Train. I don't know why. This did not have to be on here. It is not that great of a song. But
it doesn't really fit the record either.
It doesn't fit the record, but it looks like Apple used it in some promotional stuff as like an iPod advertisement.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it was on here.
Makes sense.
I don't know, dude. It's not. That
It was
good
also
of a song.
it was also a B-side to the Unicorns or the White Unicorn single. So it was just straight up a B-side that they put on. But now actually that makes sense. If Apple used it for a commercial or something, that makes perfect sense to put it on a record. Yeah.
But it's buried
marketing.
deep because like they know it's not that banger of a song.
I think it's the second to last song, isn't it?
Yeah. But Tales from the Forest Gnomes, Tales on the international release, that's my 4B.
Really? Okay. I mean, let's get into it then.
I could see why you probably don't like this one.
You can see why I don't like it.
Well, it's just you don't like the what was that gnome song?
Oh, the Pink Floyd song?
Yeah, like I don't think you liked that one either, did you?
No, I did like it. I liked it. Skip didn't. Like friend of the pod, Skip didn't.
He doesn't like fucking anything though.
He doesn't like any fun. That's what it is.
But this is kind of more. This is kind of like slower. It's kind of more of like a campfire folky kind of tune. It's got a nice swing to it. But man, that big part just has such big payoff, right? Big risk, big reward. And when it finally does kick in, I think it's huge. The riff is huge.
It is. It really is. I mean,
that's very White Stripesy. Jack White does that shit all the
that's what I was
fucking
gonna
time.
say. I mean, this is fucking White. This is Jack White through and through. This, if you told like a lot of people that this is a White Stripes song, they would believe you. It straight up sounds like a lift from a White Stripes song.
But then you like Apple Tree so much.
And yeah, and even Apple Tree, like
Apple Tree is the song that sounds like the White Stripes.
It does sound the most like White Stripes. You're right, it does. But I think I just like that one because it's so energetic and it's so frantic and out of control. But Tales has this like, there's so much downtime in the song. Like the first minute of the song is just him kind of like, it's quiet, just clean guitar and him just kind of singing melodically to it. And then then it builds into the cool, cool high guitar parts, the White Stripes stuff. But, in the chorus, but whatever. Tales is cool. It's not a bad song by any means.
I love the song. I think it's so good.
It's sick. It's sick. Because I mean, and also, when did fucking Icky Thump come out? Did it come out? Was that 2005?
Icky Thump came out. That was their last one, so that had to come out after this one because 2005 was.
Oh, maybe it was.
Get Behind Me, Satan.
I'm looking it up.
Right, because what was it? Blue Orchid. That thing.
Oh, dude, Blue Orchid's so good. Yeah, it's Blue Orchid. That's the name of the song.
Yeah. Because that came out.
Or White Orchid. White Orchid.
White Orchid. Black Orchid. I don't know what color.
It was some orchid. Yeah.
But that came out the year we graduated high school. So Icky Thump had to come out 6 or 7.
It came out in 07. Icky Thump came out in 07. Yeah. I just looked. 07.
But the White Stripes have already done all of these sounds prior to this, and countless bands in the 70s have already done these sounds prior to this.
Yes.
So it's not entirely fair to just judge this, I don't know, based on what somebody else did before it, whatever. I like the song. I think it's cool. I like the pacing of it. I like these super, super quiet, loud, dynamic songs, especially when it's in this kind of form of a storytelling thing. And also just the way like he sings, he's kind of like singing that way too, with his voice, and it's kind of shrieky and shriveling, and I like it. It's cool. It's cool. I dig it. My 4B.
4B. Okay, good. That's actually Apple. Since you brought it up, and it does sound a lot like White Stripes' Apple Tree. That's my 4th banger on this one. So does this sit as a banger for you at all?
Does not.
Not okay. So Apple Tree, like I said, this was on the Wolfmother EP, and that's fine. But yeah, this is White Stripes, very frantic sounding, and it's exciting, and it's a little bit out of control, but it's way too long. It should have been like a minute and a half, 2 minutes long. Definitely should have been shorter. There's some cool stuff in the bridge, like at half times, and it gets super heavy, and bluesy as fuck. But it's a cool song. It's a rad song. I've always liked this song because it does really kind of go all over the place too. So
see, I agree with all of it, and I do think it's too long. I think the song should have ended after the solo because I do like the solo. It's very
it's a cool solo. Yeah,
it's very jammy, right? Kind of like let's just let the tape roll, just play it. Fucking, we'll just do the one shot, and that's it because you can really hear the bass come through. And I like when 3-piece bands don't just add a loud rhythm guitar track under a solo. Because I just, that's a personal preference of mine, a personal thing. I just don't like it. It's inauthentic. It's stupid. That's not how you play it live. I don't really want to hear it fucking like that on your album. It's kind of obnoxious. They don't hear it here. They don't do it here. So the bass really comes through. But it should have just stopped after the solo. And they should have omitted probably like a good 30 seconds earlier on the song. I think two of the same verses. Because it does get wild, man. Like after that first, when he just sings by himself, Jack White style, and he goes into that, like that's fucking wild shit, dude. And it's loud, and everything's blown out, and it's just hectic and crazy.
It's kind of like bad punk music, like bad amateur punk music.
Yeah, but it is too long. It is too long, but it's cool.
But okay, Apple Tree, my 4B. So we talked about our 4B. So let's go back a little bit when it comes to our bangers. What's your number 2 banger? Your 2B.
Colossal, baby.
Colossal. This is the Stoner Rock jam. This is my 5B. My 5B. Dude.
So, like, this is the only song on this entire album, almost their entire career, that has this guitar tone. This is Slomosa, fucking through and through.
I thought the exact same thing.
Right? 100%.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
And I was like, God damn, I just love this. I love this tone. I love what he did here. It's not like Stoner Rock is just, it is what it is, dude. It's not great. Oh, that's a no, dude. If it's not Master of Reality, like the fuck are we even doing here, right? We're just some iteration. Like all love stories are just an iteration of Romeo and Juliet. All Stoner Rock doom metals records are just an iteration of Master of Reality, and this is no different. But I like it. I like that tone. I like that sound. But then I like his vocals. They're kind of more like poppy. More optimistic sounding. He sounds happy, and the whole song just sounds menacing and fucked up, and doing fucked up drugs and getting fucked up. And it's good.
I would like to hear an entire Wolfmother record of just Stoner Rock, like strictly Stoner Rock. I think it would be killer because the Slomosa thing. I agree with you. I really I thought the exact same thing when I heard it this week. Was that, and they're a newer band. What did they start in 2014 or something like that?
Ish, yeah.
So they're relatively new, but yeah, no, this is a killer track. Also, when the bridge hits, double times, dude, that double time in the bridge.
Always love a good thrashing.
They are really good at bridges. They're fucking great at doing solid bridges, and then bringing it back to the main riff, and that's what they do so well on Colossal. And also Colossal, that is just such a cool name for a song.
Fuck yeah, it's a cool name.
It just sounds so sick. I don't know. I think it's great. This song is
what I'm saying.
Really
like,
great.
like they have so many cool songs, so much cool shit, and like literally, the song is about a girl that he wants to be with, but she's probably not interested. It's like, really, dude? That's what this song is about? Oh man!
About the first time he saw the love of his life, and then that was pretty much it.
Man, that's weak.
I mean, but all his lyrics on this entire record are fucking weak. So it's what do you expect? What do you expect?
I do love. And this guy is obviously an accomplished musician. He's done a lot of things that neither of us will ever do. So I want to say this with, my Fantino hat on. Just don't come at me too hard. But
Fantano,
like this guy,
I think.
Is it Fantano?
It's Fantano.
Fantano? Yeah. I don't know.
There's no I there.
Fantino. Oh, it's not Infantino. I keep thinking of the FIFA president.
Oh yeah.
So I just dropped that in.
Confusion.
But yeah, it's like he like you said, he peaked on the EP, and then for the rest of his entire career, still to this day, he's riding on the coattails of essentially like 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And even in
You're
those
right.
4 or 5 songs, they're not like historic things. They're just like cool shit that came out at a cool fucking Warped Tour-esque kind of time, and everybody liked them. But like, you're not going down to the history books, dude.
And had it not been like for nostalgia for us, I don't feel like we would be talking about this record as much as we are, because it's a pretty kind of, I don't know. We keep repeating ourselves, but it's just kind of like a generic kind of sounding record. There's nothing groundbreaking here on it, but the nostalgia hits so hard. I mean, it was our early 20s when it came out, and you know, there's a lot going there.
And there's definitely something to be said about like because we had already been listening to Zeppelin and Sabbath and more so, but like classic rock for sure, we've been listening to it, and something like this comes out, and you kind of put on like your nerdy glasses, and you're like, well, this just sounds like Zeppelin, but I still like it because it's, you know, like the White Stripes meet Zeppelin, and like that's why we liked it, and it's cool and fun. But I don't know, that shtick wears off pretty quick, and we saw it with Cosmic Egg. It like immediately wore off.
Yes, so fucking fast.
Like why we shit talk Greta Van Fleet all the time. That fucking wore off like the moment the first 5 seconds of the first song I ever heard from Greta Van Fleet. I was like, dude, this is not like no.
Yeah,
but maybe people think that way about Wolfmother.
Yeah, I would imagine so. It was just a different, honestly, kind of a different generation. I mean, that for us, the millennials, we had Wolfmother. For Gen Z, they had Greta Van Fleet.
But no one ever
That's
shit
really
talks Wolfmother for their first record, especially. No one really, like even reading interviews and stuff.
Yeah,
like the most shit talk is like, this just sounds like Zeppelin. It's like, duh, that's what he's fucking doing, bro. Like, what else do you have here?
it's just the songs do just stand alone. That's the big difference. Greta Van Fleet, those songs don't stand alone by themselves as like their own thing. There's no touch of their own style or influence on the song. Wolfmother's different though, but.
And the Darkness, dude, the Darkness was fucking badass. But then also a band that like fucking sucks shit too. Jet, remember Jet?
Oh, dude, Jet were so bad.
Like Jet,
that album was so bad, dude. It was
that's
bad.
like that's AC/DC. Like just you're blatantly fucking AC/DC, and that's fucking bullshit and stupid. So like we're talking like classic rock-esque kind of rip-off bands. Like Wolfmother and Darkness shouldn't be in that conversation of Greta Van Fleet and Jet, because I just think they are better. I think they're more nuanced, and they're not just ripping off. They have like a personality there. Because Jet's fucking trash, bro. They were just trash. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And the Darkness had their own shtick.
What was the big
on
Jet
top
song?
of Do You Want to Be My Girl?
Do you want to? Yeah.
Wait, it's right. And then
which is catchy as fuck though, right?
It is catchy as hell, yeah. Or then you have like Franz Ferdinand comes out too at the same same time as Wolfmother, as maybe no, Franz Ferdinand came out before Wolfmother. But you know, we had this like surge of like kind of throwback rock, like 70s rock mixed with like more modern times. So we had like, you know, Arctic Monkeys, we had Franz Ferdinand, we had Jet, we had Wolfmother, we had so many of these like 70s resurgence bands at this, like between 2004 and 2006, just this resurgence of like, let's play 70s rock and roll.
It's
70s hard
like
rock.
The post-punk revival, right? Getting back to the aesthetics of I don't know, like garage rock. That first Franz Ferdinand record is pretty fucking dope though. It's good.
I don't get it. I listened to it a couple years ago just to see. I don't care. And then the big song, it's just Trampled Underfoot from Led Zeppelin. The riff is like fucking lifted from Trampled Underfoot. It's like the same fucking thing.
So when Wolfmother does it, it's good, but like when Ferdinand does it, it's shit.
But they didn't like lift something.
I mean, we just talked about how much like they sound like this, like blatantly sound. They like
sound like
Sabbath
it, but lifting a riff essentially, like Franz Ferdinand.
Okay, let's go back. Zeppelin like literally lifted riffs, but that was okay.
And
then lied about
Zeppelin are great. But Zeppelin are great. Franz Ferdinand aren't great.
Okay, all right.
And Zeppelin also proved themselves after the fact.
That is true.
You know, yes, the first Zeppelin record were like all covers that they ripped off, but then you know we have Houses of the Holy, we have Zeppelin 4. Come on.
Fool in the Rain.
Come on.
All of My Love. All their best songs.
Come on.
Those are strip club songs.
Come on.
Because they're long. For all you kids out there, Actually, I don't think the young kids go to strip clubs. They
I
don't
think so
drink. They don't
either.
gamble. What the fuck do they do?
Yeah, I think it's just for our generation and older at this point. But strip clubs are just they're so lame. Like I mean, more power to the girls that do it, but I think they're just so boring. I think strip clubs are so boring.
Well, especially because you can't drink at them. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, okay, a titty,
Like, it's
strip
fucking
club or a
bullshit.
titty bar. Same with the titty bar. Like I just think they're just kind of boring. Like because titty bars allow you to drink.
At least if
Right.
you can drink, I'll pretty much sit through goddamn near anything if I can just drink, right? I don't give a fuck. Who cares? But if I have to get them to drink Diet Cokes all night, like, get fucked.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I want to
Diet Cokes and waters
Yeah, stupid.
for the full nude. If you want the full nude, that's what you got to drink. But if you just want the panties on them, just the panties.
And Portland, though. Portland's no holds bar. Fucking alcohol, fucking. I mean, used to when I lived there, it was.
Which is so bizarre because it's like Vegas even. Because when I went to Vegas last year, we went to a strip club, full nude strip club, and there was no alcohol there.
What?
So it's like, how in Portland
How can you
is
enforce
there?
that?
Yeah, it's weird. But I guess like some of the strip clubs, they do allow alcohol, or they don't allow it, but they just serve it anyway. They're like, I don't give a fuck. But the one we went to, yeah, they didn't serve alcohol, so we had to pay for a $10 water bottle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid.
See, Vegas was always that place where, like, and we went to Vegas many times before we were 21 and got alcohol fairly easily because that was Vegas. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, there are no rules in Vegas. Like, literally no rules.
Vegas is so different though now. It's so
Prostitution is not legal in Vegas, but it was kind of just fucking legal in Vegas, right? Like, there's just no rules there. And that's what was cool about Vegas. I haven't been there in a decade. But from what I hear, what you tell me, a friend of the pod, Sloan, was there. Some other friends have been there. And it's just, dude, this place sucks. This place sucks.
It sucks. It's so expensive now, too.
And that sucks.
You got to pay for parking everywhere. The resort fees, if you're staying in Vegas, like the resort fees are just insanely expensive. It just sucks now. Like Vegas was cool because it was so cheap. Everything, like there's so much free shit, cheap drinks, cheap food, like cheap hotels. Like that's what
free
was
parking.
That's what made free parking. Yes, like
we,
Vegas was
we slept
so
in our
fucking rad.
car going out there
In a parking
to drink
structure.
in Vegas in a parking structure because it was
in a
free.
parking structure. Yes,
and fairly
exactly.
safe.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, we never got fucked up, so
Yeah,
or messed with.
yeah.
But anyway, we're really kind of getting.
Well, we're almost halfway done with the record anyway. So.
Actually, speaking of Vegas, actually, this actually leads into the next song I want to talk about, "Joker and the Thief."
Joker and the Thief.
Joker and the Thief. This song was in the movie The Hangover, which is a very popular, famous movie, and that almost entire movie took place in Vegas. So this is kind of the segue into it. So we just get into Joker and the Thief.
Banger. Yeah.
Banger. This is my 2B. I love the song.
That's a
I
big
fucking love
banger.
it.
It's a mid. I mean, I have like 7 bangers, and this is like 5 or 6.
How? Just how?
Because I mean, so it's not Woman, right?
Oh yeah, which is the
Obviously.
best song. Yeah.
And then I do like Colossal a lot because that is like the stoner rock song of the record. I do like Gnomes a lot, or Tales, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then White Unicorn, like, dude, that song fucking just absolutely rips. It's so goddamn good. So I guess, I don't know, maybe this would be like a 5B for me because Where Eagles Have Been too is pretty high. I like that song a lot.
Yikes. That's my EB, but
Well, you have a weird B ranking system anyway, so I don't fault you for that. But yeah, Joker and the Thief, this is good. This is good. I don't know. It's huge intro, right? Like these guys think they're the fucking Who or something right
tapping.
now. Like is that what they're doing here?
Great.
They think they're the Who. There's a part later on too after the solo where Miles, the drummer, plays around with like the hi-hat on the guitar riff, and it's like this quick little like open like like that, which is so fucking cool, and I like it because it's a very guitar-driven record. And then when you hear little parts of like a cool drum part or a bass part, you got to kind of throw it out there. Otherwise, it's just the Scottsdale show, the Andrew Stockton show, Stockdale show,
The John Stockton show. Yeah.
the John Stockton show.
I think the opening to the song with the hammer-on tapping, whatever you want to call it or whatever it is, I think it's such a great build into whatever you're doing. Like if I don't know. It's such a great opening to a song, and then the dun 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 dun. It's just very Queens of the Stone Age sounding kind of riff, like main power chord riff, very very Queens, which is cool too. But just also like when the kind of the chorus is going on, he's doing the hammer-ons and all that while he's singing. So there's just so much going on in certain sections of the song. It's just kind of all over the place, and it just fucking punches you in the face. And this is the most Queens of the Stone Age sounding song they've done, at least on this record. But I love it. I love Queens. So
it's just the way it plays out is very like Bob O'Reilly to me, especially in the intro. It's just huge. Like there's putting
instead
on this
of like
huge
instead of the synth stuff, it's all on the guitar.
Right.
That's really the only
it's
difference.
Huge. I like that. That's cool because we did the Who, and the Who does a lot of really fucking dope ass things, and this is cool. I like that.
Yeah,
it's a good song. It's a good
fantastic song. Fantastic song.
song.
But I would say Joker and the Thief might be their most popular song, and I think a lot of it has to do with being in the movie The Hangover, because that movie was massive. I mean, it's a great movie. It's fucking hilarious.
I think that's probably why it's so popular, is because people, that was a good fucking song. Let me go look up who that is. But I think if you played that song and then like you ask someone like, who is this? Like I don't think people would know that as much as if you played Woman.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe it's possible. It's possible. Also, Woman was in Guitar Hero, and when in 2005, 6, 7, Guitar Hero was so fucking popular. And Woman was in Guitar Hero, so that was a massive thing too. People who'd never heard of Wolfmother or even really listened to rock music heard it and really dug it too. So I think that was a big bump for the band, was being in Guitar Hero. I don't know if Joker and the Thief ever was though. I just didn't look.
Or Rock Band, or one of the later iterations.
Yeah,
I think that it's. I don't know. I find a lot of songs are just popular because people search for them. But the listens on Spotify is like double of what Woman has. But I have a hard time thinking that Woman is not more iconic than Joker and the Thief, even though Joker and the Thief has more listens.
But it could also be with you and I. It could also be nostalgia, and like how we heard about the band for the first time was through Woman, was when that song came out. But also Joker and the Thief, I'm sure, is in more movies and TV shows than just The Hangover. It's got to be in. I
mean, the video on Spotify has the Jackass clip, and it was in Practical Joker. It's been in a lot of things.
Oh, it was in Jackass 2. Yeah, it was in Jackass. I forgot which Jackass, but it was in one of the movies.
Yeah, Jackass 2, not like
was it
Jackass 2 as well. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It's good. I love it. So yeah, that's my 2 banger, my 2B. So what's your 3B?
We got no more lyrics, huh? Okay. We can just,
we can get into the lyrics. I mean, like I said earlier, the lyrics aren't anything to write home about, and except for this one actually is a little bit different. It's based off of, I guess, like characters from All Along the Watchtower, but I didn't really look too much deeper than that because I figure I don't need to, because he probably didn't either. Right?
I mean, so yeah, it's clearly a nod to Dylan's All Along the Watchtower, which that song alone, even just those lyrics alone, we could do an entire pod on the whole apocalyptic nature of the futility of mankind. Just an amazing fucking song, greatest songwriter of all time, Mr. Bob Dylan's. Just you clearly didn't like. You could have just like read through All Along the Watchtower and just like be like, oh wow, that's pretty fucking good actually, but you didn't.
I did not. No, I did
so
not.
You'll never be able to like even put up the argument as to why Bob Dylan is not the greatest songwriter of all time, because you never even read any of these lyrics. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. We're not talking about that this time. Oh, there, dude. I think what Stockton does here is he turns that sentiment into like a love song, which is kind of cool. Stockdale.
John Stockton. Yeah, John Stockton.
He turns into like a love, well, like a searching for the true love. Like he mentions this woman who's standing over a field while the Joker passes by, saying like, if the Joker would just fucking chill for a second, he'd find what he's looking for. And again, it's kind of just fun because Stockdale always talks about girls in this capacity, and this band's blowing up, they're getting big. Another song he talks about coming to LA, and it's just kind of funny that he is looking for like the one, but at the same time he understands that he wants to live the fast life. And so it is kind of cool to give a nod to like the GOAT songwriter without actually digging deep into the GOAT songwriter's lyrics and putting anything meaningful from the original source material into yours, and you're just talking about what you want to talk about. Whatever, that's fine.
It's fun.
It's a little like you're taking some clout from somebody without actually like putting in any work of taking that clout. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not like they don't do that with the music too.
But the music though, much in the same way like Bradley Knowles' Kid, that last Sublime record came out, and we're like, holy fuck, dude, this guy did his homework. Like he knows Sublime in and out, like the back of his hand, because there's all these little fucking motifs and riffs and parts and all of these things that makes it sound like Jacob knows Sublime's music. Musically for Wolfmother, you can tell these guys know fucking Zeppelin. They know Sabbath. They know what they are doing. Lyrically, when you see Joker and the Thief, I immediately say, oh, damn, this better be a cool-ass fucking song because all your lyrics are kind of dumb. This better be a cool-ass song because that's one of the greatest songs of all time. Like,
yeah, a lot.
Say what you want. A lot of people consider this like one of the greatest songs of all time. And you read his lyrics, and you would think like, "Oh wow, that's a nod to that's a nod to Hendrix version. That's a nod to Bob Dylan's original thing." Like, no, it's just name Joker and the Thief so he can clout chase. That's it.
That's it. That's all.
That's all.
So what else do we have? Do you have anything else on Joker and the Thief?
Nah, just White Unicorn. Really, that's about like all we really have to get through, I guess.
Okay. That's what we have to get through song-wise. Yeah.
Just for sure. Maybe we can run through. I guess we can just run through them all and then cover heart and then call it a day.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, let's run through them. Okay. Dimension, first song. This is my 7-banger.
7-banger.
This was on the Wolfmother EP. There we go. Perfect. I think it's a great opener, honestly. It starts with like the kind of the scream, the wow scream that he does.
Isn't that very reminiscent of like Wango Tango? Like how
yeah,
the Nuke
that's
says
a good
it?
one. Yeah, right? Very Ted
Nugent.
Just
comes out and fucking just gets all wild, and then the record opens up.
The Wango, the Tango.
Yeah, like it's fucking cool. Right. It's a good opener. It's fucking badass. I like it.
Think about that. That's good. That's good.
That's why I like this sequencing. I like this being the opener of this entire record because it's not too menacing, right? But it introduces the band and the sound well enough, and it's like, dude, what you're about to hear is going to be crazy and nostalgic.
Yeah, and then we get into like the big drums, the bass line, and all that. I mean, seriously. So just taking that into consideration, the driving force of the song, the big drums and the bass, straight up Jimi Hendrix experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, the rhythm section of Hendrix Band. That's what this is. And then even that descending riff that he plays between, ding, like from the verses to the chorus, I think it is that descending riff. It's straight up fucking. He literally lifted that from Hendrix.
I also thought that reminded me a lot of Pink Floyd's Astronomy Domine, right? That dee, 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 like that little 4-part descending riff.
Yeah, I could see that, but with this one, this has like the same tempo as like a Hendrix song would, like a faster, more upbeat Hendrix song. Like this is just, to me, this song is like almost like a straight lift of a Hendrix song. And then he also mentions Purple Haze a lot.
Yeah.
And throughout this, like just the phrase Purple Haze all throughout the song. So clearly they're an inspiration to him in every aspect, which is cool. It's a rad song. I do like this one, and it's a great opener. So, but then we get into White Unicorn, another big hit. This is my 3B, my 3-banger.
This is my 3B too.
Good.
Wow.
And this was on the Wolfmother EP originally. So once again, Andrew Stockdale peaked. He peaked on that first EP. The main riff though, it's just I like that high kind of thing that he does, that din-a-nee, din-a-nee, din-a-nee.
Yeah.
It's a little bit abrasive and kind of annoying, but it fucking works. Then the big fucking power chords come in. It's cool. It's a great song.
Dude, this song is just, I don't know. I think this song is so fucking, this is a beyond banger. It's so good. So, starting off with like the Zeppelin sound, right? That ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, that's very Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page loves doing that shit. And then we get the dun, 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 right? The huge riff.
Big
and
riff.
It sounds so good. And everything just plays through. And it's so
very
fucking
Sabbath.
nice.
Very Sabbath.
So huge. And the song just plays out nice. The instrumental part has like that fun, I don't know, Chris Ross doing the keyboard shit, right? And it leads into that final drum roll with that big ending again. And it's just a cool song, dude. It's just cool, man. Pretty cool.
So then we what do we get? We did Woman,
Eagles,
so
and then Vagabond.
Where Eagles Have Been. Where Eagles Have Been. This is a really good song, but it is my 8 banger.
It is your 8.
This is straight up a Zeppelin song. The back and forth sections between the acoustic stuff to the very kind of like heavier, big bombastic drums, the downstroke riffs. It's a good song, but that bridge, it's the bridge that double times, that speeds up with that little solo and section. Oh my god, dude,
big
it's
solo.
So good.
Love that solo.
So good.
Love the double time. It rips. Fuck yeah, so good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then Vagabond, I guess, is kind of the only one we haven't really talked about, the closer. And I really like Vagabond. This song is my 6B.
It's my 6B, son.
It's good. It's like folky acoustic track, but it just like builds into something more grand and heavier. And God, the melody in that chorus is so fucking good. Love it.
It builds into just like a boisterous, loud rhythm section part. It just gets wild, and it's so fun. But yeah, everything else about it is, very White Stripesy, right?
Very,
and like
very
how
White
that
Stripes.
Jack White does this shit all the fucking time. This little folky kind of blues thing that he does.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a fucking banger.
Especially with just like the kick drum, that doom, 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 doom. Let's play the acoustic guitar over that. Yeah, it's so fucking White Stripes.
Let's build my own acoustic guitar from things that I have laying out back in my house while I'm wearing my fancy fucking suit and being a pretentious douchebag about it all.
That was still a good movie. That was still a good documentary. What was it? What was that documentary called again?
It might get loud.
Oh, It Might Get Loud. Yeah. That was still. It was a fun documentary. Just watching the Edge from U2 just squirm when he's around Jimmy Page and Jack White, who actually know how to play guitar really well, and just watching him just not know what's going on.
I think it was cool for us too because we watched that like in real time. It was something that because it wasn't like this massive release that was playing in like all theaters, right? So we had to go to like the indie theater in fucking Irvine or some shit to watch it.
We did. That's right. Yeah, we had to go to that indie theater.
And we're still like early 20s, right? So lazy. We're not like rich, and we don't want to waste a Friday night doing this. But we did. We went out to that fucking that one over in Irvine and watched this.
Next to the college, next to the university out there.
It was kind of like a point of pride. Like, oh yeah, we saw this documentary.
It was like when we saw The Aristocrats in theater.
Yeah, same theater.
We had to go see it at a small theater like that. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. I originally saw it at a small theater like that. Like I saw a lot of movies at that Irvine one. That small theater in Irvine. I saw a lot of fucking movies there.
Yeah, a lot
Everything
of
is illuminated. Saw that one with Elijah Wood and Eugene Hutz.
I was going to say that's something. I know Annie likes that movie, so I'm sure because I went to at least 2 of them there with Annie. I'm sure Annie went. She bought like a season pass or something over there.
Yeah, because Annie took me to go see Everything is Illuminated, and she took me to go see Napoleon Dynamite before it had blown up, and then. She took me to see some other random shit there too. I don't remember.
I think she was there for the Aristocrats too.
She probably was. Annie was a trooper, man. She just fucking. She would always just kind of. She loved to hang out with us, or she pretended like she loved to hang out with us. I think she secretly hates everybody, but she just put up with us the most.
I also think that we like the Venn diagram, right? Of Annie's in the middle. We all like a little bit of what she likes.
Yeah.
And we're all fun enough to where if she said, "Do you want to go watch this obscure fucking movie that's probably going to suck?" We'd be like, "Okay, fuck it." Like we're like we never really put up a fight. We're always down to hang. So I think she puts up with the horribleness that is our group because we're willing to do the dumb shit that she wants us to do.
Yeah, it's true.
Even though we'll shit talk it the entire time.
I miss Annie. Oh fuck, I miss Annie so much. But anyway,
she's not dead or nothing. She just doesn't live anymore.
She doesn't.
Like
she
lives
lives in
Chicago. It's not like she's dead.
She lives in
she's
Chicago
not dead.
now. Yeah. So, god damn. Yeah, that sounded really depressing when the way I said that.
No, she moved.
She moved away.
That's it. People.
She moved away.
People.
So anyway, Wolfmother, the artwork. So that's really the last thing I think we need to get into, because I love the artwork for the album, for all the singles. I think it's fucking fantastic, and the artist. Everything this artist has done, his name is Frank Frazetta. He passed away in 2010, but I mean, he's I think he was born like the 1910s or something like that. So he was old when he passed. He wasn't young by any means. But he primarily worked with oil paintings. That's how he did most of his artwork. He did a lot of pencil stuff. He did comics, and he did a lot of newspaper comics. He did some stuff for Mad magazine back in like the 60s and shit. But he's best known for his oil paintings that were on for like
Molly Hatchet
books. Yeah, Molly Hatchet, yeah, the band Molly Hatchet, for that. But also like he did the Conan the Barbarian book, the cover for that, and kind of like dictated like what Conan the Barbarian was going to be after the book. So like what we know Arnold being Conan in the late 70s was because of Frank's painting, essentially.
right.
Super highly influential, and you look at his artwork and you're like, oh yeah, I've seen like a dozen bands using this artwork. It looks familiar. Like I've seen this type of artwork everywhere. It's so specific. It's like this like dark fantasy style. It's fucking rad. I love his artwork so much.
It is really, really cool. And it's crazy about Molly Hatchet too, because Molly Hatchet has like the fucking dopest album covers.
The coolest album covers.
Every one of their album covers is so fucking rad, dude. But they're like the most boring southern rock blues fucking band I've ever goddamn heard. But fucking shit,
it's like the Moody Blues.
Amazing.
It's like the Moody Blues.
Yeah, Moody Blues is
you expect
fucking
them to be good,
covers.
but just so boring. Just so boring. Quicksilver, another one.
Yeah. Quicksilver.
Great records, but their albums overall are pretty boring.
They're pretty boring. They're pretty boring. Korn.
But anyway, what about Korn?
Same thing.
They didn't do a Korn record.
No, they're just boring. I thought we were talking about boring shit.
Oh, you're an idiot. But Frank Frazetta, he's dude, his artwork is incredible. I fucking love it. Kirk Hammett ended up buying like one of his original paintings back in, I think it was the mid 2010s. He ended up buying it for like $6 million. It's a famous one too. I can't remember the name of the particular painting, but it's been used on different album covers, and it's one of his, like I said, it's one of his most popular ones. But he bought it for $6 million. I
think it was the Conan one. It wasn't a barbarian. The Conan the fucking Slayer
Conan
or some
something.
shit.
Yeah.
Conan the something. Conan the pizza maker. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it is it is kind of wild to think that we're entering a time where like album covers have already been long kind of almost a moot point, right? A thing of the past. Mm-hmm. But now we're entering a time where album covers are no longer done by like artists. It's either kind of like a DIY indie thing or maybe just like an AI thing.
Yeah.
And so the artist itself, it's kind of like funny how indie artists always want to support other indie artists, except for like actual artists that paint, that color, that draw, because a lot of their album covers are just snap like photos they with like a Polaroid they'll take on tour or something like that.
Yeah.
And so the art of painting is kind of gone. It's going away. It's a thing of the past.
Or when people do it, people don't want to pay for the art. You know, the artist might charge $1,000 for their original painting, and it might be amazing. It might be great, but nobody wants to spend $1,000 on a piece of art. It's like, I could do that in fucking ChatGPT or on Grok. You know, it's a shame. I mean, I'm not that I'm going to go out there and pay for $1,000 painting, but you know,
it's tough. It's not something that I'm familiar with. I'm not an art guy in any capacity. And I don't know if you throw me back into, when did Picasso die? Like the fucking 40s or 50s or 60s or some shit?
I think the 60s, yeah.
So if you threw me back into like the 30s or 40s or wherever he was popular, right? And he was selling a painting for $1,000. Were people buying his paintings for $1,000? Like, I don't think so. I think art becomes popular after they die. I don't know.
For the most part, yeah. Except for Andy Warhol.
I don't fucking know anything about
yeah,
art.
I know.
So
I'm
sure all the
not
fucking nerds out there are going to correct us and ad nauseum at length. But I much like music, right? Like music, like I'm not paying $1,000 for your record either. Like art itself, there's no intrinsic value in art, right? It's worth nothing.
Any art, in music,
it's worth nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's the value that other humans put on it. That's all it is.
And even that value is
valueless.
It's not necessarily monetary, right? It could be emotional.
Yeah.
The emotional value of
true,
something. So the whole I don't know, even like the Mona Lisa, right? Like that's really worthless. It's not worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking painting, bro.
It's like you and I have both seen the Mona Lisa in person, and it was underwhelming as fuck.
Yeah.
It was so underwhelming. It's like, really, this is like everything you hear growing up. When as far back as I can remember as being a little kid, you know what the Mona Lisa is. Like, everybody fucking knows what the Mona Lisa is, and just how popular that was in Leonardo da Vinci and all that crap. And then you go and actually look at it, and you're like, that's really, like, that's it. I mean, it's not only is it just a small, if it's even the actual real Mona Lisa, we don't even know, but it's tiny. It's like, this is it. I mean, this is the hype. This is the hype, baby. People love hype. I hate the hype, but people love the hype.
Hype is good. What did I say the other day? Oh, I said smelling your food before you eat it is like hyping yourself up before you. Smell is the hype to your taste. That's what it was.
So stupid.
The smell's good. That's hype, dude.
But anyway, back to Frank Frazetta.
We're not physical art guys, so
yeah,
so
we're really not. We're really
calm
not.
down, nerds.
I did date somebody for a little while, and she was super into art and all that stuff, and she like taught me so much shit and the shit that she liked and she didn't like, and she was like very deep about it. She was like, this is why this is not good, and this is why people don't respect it, and I fucking hate Andy Warhol, and this is why I don't like Andy Warhol, because everything was a fucking print. Nothing was actually real art, and it was just trash. It's like, fuck. Like, she knew her shit, but yeah.
Still, right? I look at a Jackson Pollock and I'm like, what the fuck is this? How the fuck are you going to tell me this is $1 million print? Get fucked.
Yeah. Thomas Kincaid, another like scam artist. Like, he pretty much sold all prints. Like, nothing was original. Like, you buy an original Thomas Kincaid, spend thousands and thousands of dollars on it, but it was just a print.
Just a print.
Fucked up. Frank Frazetta, though, he seemed like a cool dude. The actual painting that is on the cover is it's called the Sea Witch. That's specifically what it's called, and again, I love it. I love
cool.
his style.
It looks badass.
It is really cool, man. And again, too, the single artwork. There's like 6 different pieces of artwork that go along with certain songs, and they're all fucking so sick. They're so good.
Yeah, that was one thing Wolfmother like immediately ran away from was their cover art, right? Because Cosmic Egg, like, dude, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's a giant egg and it's dumb. And then they went into the whole like retro rock and roll aesthetic, right, with the later albums.
Mm-hmm.
And all like the.
And they also went like very 80s, like with Rock Child. Was it Rock Child? What's that?
The
record?
the last 2 records are that, like the laser lines and the pyramid. Like this is dumb, bro.
It's like something Muse has been doing for like 10 years now, and they're just picking up on it.
That's stupid. It's dumb.
Whatever. So that's all I have for this record. Do you have anything else on it?
There was a video I saw of Mike Patton giving an interview right around when this record came out at one of the Warped Tours or some festival, and the interview was trying to talk to Mike Patton about something, and then you hear in the background you hear ding 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 ding, and Mike Patton's talking, and you can see like his eyes kind of like drift, and he loses his train. He's, I'm sorry, what the fuck is this? And he puts his hand up. He's like, what the fuck? I fucking hate this. Fuck Wolfmother. This shit sucks. And he's like, are you hearing this? I'm like, damn, that's true. He's not wrong in that. He's
not
a little
wrong,
aggressive,
but
but he's not wrong.
Mike Patton too. It's like Faith No More are really cool, yeah, but sometimes the shit that they do is just like, dude, fuck off, dude. Some of their music is just not very good. It's not very good.
I'm not a Faith No More fan like at all. I need to get past.
Yeah, I don't.
It's too much.
It's a little too out there for me.
I don't like Mr. Bungle either. I think Mr. Bungle.
Yeah, Mr. Bungle.
Either.
I like even less than Faith No More. But once again, Faith No More do have some good shit, and I get how they inspired countless numbers of bands.
Yeah,
like there would be no Korn if there was no Faith No More.
For sure.
Which makes sense, but yeah, the band itself, like, God damn, Mike Patton is the worst part of that band. Like that's the most frustrating part is like you have this incredible band, like Mike Borden, the drummer, fucking incredible drummer, but yeah, Mike Patton, the worst part of the band, and the part of the band that ruins it for everybody else. He's like, nah, I don't want to do this tour. I'm gonna be a little brat. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna go tour with Mr. Bungle. I'm gonna go tour with Dead Cross. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you guys. And then he'll come back like 6 months later. Well, yeah, I guess we can do a Faith No More tour. It's like, oh, dude, Mike Patton is so annoying.
It's tough. He's very insufferable. He's very annoying.
He's almost like, no, I don't want to say he's like Morrissey. Morrissey's like Morrissey and the Oasis guys, the Gallagher brothers, are the two worst people in music by far. But at least, Mike Patton's up there.
I don't like Oasis at all. I think those records are pretty shit. And I did listen to them because we almost did them on the pod. I was like, I can't. This is not fucking.
We tried
good,
to do them on the pod.
I just don't. I don't fucking like this. I don't like it. At least Morrissey has done some really, really, really good shit. Mike Patton has done some really, really good shit. Yeah. The Gallagher brothers, I don't. Nah, fuck off. Your biggest song is like the most annoying fucking thing I've ever heard.
It's like one of the worst songs ever. Okay, so let's give our final thoughts on this Wolfmother record. Rate the record based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So what do you got? Go.
2.5 all day long. I will buy this on the vinyls. I will listen to it. I will enjoy it. There's no skippable tracks here. There's nothing I would dread listening to. Even the lull in the second half, it does get better for me. I like Tales a lot. I like Vagabond a lot. Colossal's my second B. So even the second half of the album, there's still some beyond bangers there for me. I think everything about this first record is great. I was listening to his solo record too. I think he has 2 solo records. Andy Stockdale. So. He has 2 solo records. There's one of them on Spotify. And I listened to that one, and my God, it's just like the most generic thing you could possibly think of. And so it just, and I don't mean to say this like to knock this guy down, because he did write 4 songs on an EP that are like masterpieces. They're fucking good, dude. And you have like a debut record that's also fucking really, really good. A 2.5 like coming from us, that's a good fucking record. You know what I mean? It's not louder now. It's not perfect like Taking Back Sunday. It's louder now, of course.
Yeah.
Sure. But it's still a really, really fucking good record. And the aesthetic, how they looked, right? Like his big fucking hair, his dope Gibson that he played. Like everything about this band was just so fucking rad. But it stops here, and I'm sorry, man. Like you were chasing your own peak, and it never ever happened. Victorious was a close second, but it really wasn't that close.
And it was only because Brendan O'Brien fucking produced
and Josh Freese brought some life into the drumming. Not to say these drummers are bad in the first record, but bro, you put Josh Freese in the same on Wolfmother's Wolfmother, I guarantee you it would have been a better record.
Yes.
Sorry.
So wait, what did you rate this record?
2.5. You hear, but you don't listen.
No, I didn't hear because I interrupted you, so I didn't hear.
So you hear, you don't listen, and you interrupt. Good. These are all good.
Well,
in
this instance, I interrupted you. So yeah,
these are all good traits. 2.5.
Oh my God.
Out the door.
All right. Yeah, the nostalgia does hit really hard, and this is going to influence my rating a lot. I don't think they're doing anything new. They're not reinventing the wheel when it comes to music, which we got into a lot here. I'm just gonna say I'll give this a 2 out of 3, just a solid 2 out of 3. I'm obviously gonna go back to it. I would get this on vinyl, but there's nothing like truly spectacular here. There's nothing truly standout on this record.
So you think Victorious is also a 2 out of 3?
Possibly. I mean, I might even rank it lower, and maybe I wouldn't even get it on vinyl. Maybe it's just like the high of hearing Victorious from them might just be because I was just so kind of whatever about the rest of the music.
You get caught up in the week too. It happens.
Yeah, it does happen. And going back and listening to some records, 6 months later, I'm like, why the fuck did I like this record?
Oh, for sure. I'll buy records. I think that.
Yeah. It's fucking stupid.
Absolutely.
It's so dumb. But yeah, you do get caught up in the hype of the band. So anyway, that's all we have. Thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. If you're still actually listening, next week we are doing a band we have never done, and a band that we don't really know much about like their music. So it's going to be a different one for us. We usually do bands that we know pretty well, but next week is going to be it's going to be something different. And I know Jeff doesn't remember because I see him kind of looking off into the distance. But
What the fuck
that's
are
it.
we doing next week?
That's all.